All right, I thought to just jump in to share premium knowledge with you to take what you're doing presently to the next level. Yes, you might have been around what you're doing for so long and you desire a shift. Now, this app, I'm going to be sharing with you 7 simple tips and tools that you can use to change the experience of whatever it is that you're doing. It doesn't matter if you're a content creator, if you're a coach, if you're a leader, if you're a business person, if you're an entrepreneur, or an employee. It doesn't really matter. These are fundamental tools and instruments that the most successful that you know have engaged, and it has worked tremendously for them, right? Now, let me start with tool number one. Tool number one is simplicity. Simplicity. Now, a famous um, business coach said, simplicity is sophistication. Now, the moment you are able to make complicated things simple, you are going to change the level at which people perceive you. What has been so difficult for a lot of people when it comes to your table, you simplify. Many years ago, while I was working in the bank, right, I had this concept of um, 4 option solution, right? Now, this 4 option solution concept was that anyone that comes to me with any problem, I should be able to offer 4 different solutions without infracting the company policy or shooting myself in the foot. Now, this was a concept I developed while I was in the university, right? I came in late, and because I was late and the exams were close, and I needed to get a grasp of everything that has been done, I will take a subject, right? And I will go and learn it in minimum of 4 different textbooks to get a quadruple idea or perspective about that particular thing. Then I will now come and now create my own simple way of making that particular subject available to others. Do you know what that did for me? It helped me to be able to explain that particular those tough subjects in a simple form. Why? Because I have taken knowledge from different dimensions, and I have now cascaded the knowledge, sat down, meditated, and be able to deliver it in chewable form for people. Right? Simplicity. Number 2 tool is style. Every single person is unique, and we all have a tribe. We all have what? A tribe. That is, some people will love my style, and some people will not like my style. But I must have a style. Style is the way in which you deliver a subject or a thing, right? For instance, if you go to a particular shop, the style, the mode of operation is different from the mode of operation in another place. Now, you find people selling the same kind of goods, but they are going to differentiate themselves by their style, their system of operation. System is another tool that we'll come to discuss. But let's talk about style, right? Now, and that's why we have, when you go to the salon as a woman, there are different styles. Those styles are options, right? You now make your choice based on what seems to resonate or connects with you, right? Now, so your style matters. What's the style? That's why trends thrive only temporarily, because the moment a particular trend goes viral, somebody else is going to tap into his own ingenuity, simplify that existing trend, and begin to push out their own originality. So that's why innovation is improving on an existing idea that is upgrading a style, right? Then number 3 tool is systems. Systems take away stress. Systems collapse time. Systems increase accuracy. Systems make things comfortably convenient. For instance, if I have to open a can that is corked, the opener is a system that operates with both the fulcrum and the lever so that the application of energy is simplified, right? The moment I find um, a place where I can pivot the sharp part of the opener, right, as an instrument. I wish I had something to illustrate this to you here right now. Now, that's why one of the good thing about style or system of operation is that you create a result oriented psychology and environment. It's called ROPE, result oriented psychology and environment. That's a system called ROPE. That's to say, everything that I need to do what I want to do, they are within my reach, right? So that I don't have to stand up. I've equipped myself. My environment is equipped to motivate and manage my attention and concentration until I deliver, right? That's a system of operation, right? So I talked about style, simplicity, move to style, and then we come to system. System can be a style can be a system, right? What's most important is that the fact that they all form what we call strategy. So you can see that they are interwoven. These tools are interwoven. At a level, it will be considered as a style. At a level, it becomes a system. The moment your style simplifies things for people, what happens? It becomes what? A duplicatable strategy. It becomes an implementable system, right? So you can see it now. It's like the 7S. We have simplicity, we have style, we have system, we come to strategy, right? For instance, you find out that there are a lot of online visual platforms, right? The Zoom is one, it has a style. Now, we have a lot of messaging systems, right? You have the WhatsApp, you have the Telegram. Now, the WhatsApp has a limit of about 256 contacts, right? While the Telegram is limitless. But then each one of them, they are personal and private, how engaging they are. They are offering the same thing, but they are different. The style is different, the coloration is different. It's the same thing when you enter into a mall, right? Or you enter into an eatery. You find out that the smell at McDonald's is different from the smell at King, Fisher, right? So these are different ways or tools that changes and connects with the kind of people that you want to connect. For instance, we have smartphones, right? Our smartphones and the Apple phone and the Android phone, the iPhone and the Android phone, right? Both are designed to be able to appeal to the younger generation, right? And so there are quite a number of things that tools available in all of them that differentiates them and makes them appeal to different kinds of people. So likewise, whatever, if you are doing a business, for instance, now you have the mama puts and then you have the restaurant, right? And then you have the Chinese restaurant, right? So then you have where you have only contemporary food. They are all selling food basically, but the mode of operation, the style of delivery is different. The mama put, when you go there, you queue, you lower your status, you just get even with everybody, and everybody will have to take a queue and get their food. When you go to the restaurants, probably you can now make your choice. When you go to the Chinese restaurant, it's all different, right? So these are concepts and tools that determine what you do. Like for instance, in the fashion industry, right? There are some people that they are tailors, but they deal with only corporate wares. And there are some people that deal with only what do you call it now? Only what local wears, or maybe just Ankara, not corporate wear, casual. Yeah, casuals. So you see, you have simplicity, you have style, you have system, you have strategy. Now, and the next thing we go to is that you have a story. Story. One of the very strong tools for changing your experience is your story. Your story makes you unique. Your story brands you. Your story connects you to your tribe. Apparently, what you have gone through, somebody is presently going through it, and somebody also went through it. and what their inferences were in their own journey might be different from yours. For instance, conception. Some people had to wait for a couple of years. I listened to someone's story that touched me recently. Um, the lady waited for 21 years before she finally conceived and now had a baby. And I began to think, what makes this story so connecting for me is this. I began to imagine that if two people get married the same day, she got married the same day with somebody, and that that same year of their marriage, the other person conceived and gave birth. Now it simply means that the other party's son or daughter will probably be in the university when she's just having a baby. But they were all celebrated on the same day. So you can see how the story is. And then her own life experience about childbearing is going to be totally different from the other person. So you see it now. She has a lot to teach about managing marriage without conceiving. She has a lot to teach about having to wait every month to validate your menses. She has a lot to teach about how to manage your in-laws and the pressure of having a baby for them. She has a lot to teach about managing a husband, managing sex, right? There's so much that is in a 21 years journey of conception. Are we together? Right? There's so much she can teach about that. And then lastly is specialization. What you specialize in is what people know you for. There's a tool called the Johari window, right? The Johari window has 4 different palettes or 4 different windows. One tells you about your public self, the other one your private self, and the other one is what your known self, right? And then the other one is your unknown self, right? Your unknown self. Are we together? Your unknown self. So these different windows show a different part of you. They show you how you perceive things and how others perceive you, right? And what you want people to know about you and what you don't want them to know about you. And to a large extent, if you have a product like that that carries that peculiarity inside the market, it's a different thing entirely. Do you understand? It's a different thing entirely. Are we together? So your specialization too becomes a tool of your impact, your influence, and your income. So if you look at these 7 different tools, 7S, right? 7S, you will see that what? There are a lot of things that you can do in order to change your results and your experience. I've shared so many bites and tips in this video, and I hope that this 1 or 2 of them is useful for you. So I would implore you now to do what? Subscribe to this channel so that you can learn more and do better, right? Press the notification bell so that when new value content comes like this, you would be the first person to be notified and you'll be able to learn more and do better. From me to you, God bless you.